Welcome to Highcast. This is UGC Euro Platinum. It is Fair Enough versus Max Play Highlander team. So this is going to be a 5 control point map. We got Rage Warden from Vanilla TF2, caster on the scout. It's going to be running out here. Running out to this middle fight, in fact, and let's see who comes out on top of this one. Currently only the scouts up top. The heavy decides to go from this upper area. Soldier bombing in, hits the spy in the face, but doesn't really do any significant damage. This camera's slightly moving to the left there. Sorry about that. And Demoman goes flying, and Engineer is on top, and wow, a bunch of people dead for a max play right now, and every single one alive for Fair Enough. So they're going to be capping this middle point here and looking pretty strong. Gonna be moving up here through the garage and moving out through the yard area here. So let's see, they're already putting time on the point. Wow, the Pyro here, they're really putting in the aggression here. Here comes the enemy team. Blue Medic has, of course, Uber. It is regular Uber, of course. They pop it on the heavy, who's not running the Fist of Steel, running the gloves, running earnestly, allowing himself to run a little faster by having himself take mini crits if they shoot at him, and being really low on health, barely escaping with any health whatsoever at all. He's 22 health. Heavy, which is not what you want to do. Stab here with the crits on the Demo Man. Where is that Demo Cam? There he is. Got a bunch of guys, actually, and then he goes down to a headshot from Froblin, an excellent and really, really talented and very good sniper. He really makes you nervous when you play against him, because he's really, really good. And finally, Anti. The man with the anti-everything gun finally captures the point. They get the forward spawns, and let's see if they can hold it up. IZQ, also a very good sniper, in my opinion. I played against him. He is really good. He told me he plays at about 30 FPS because his computer's really bad. So just to say, like, having high frames doesn't make you a better sniper. Anyway, you got Problem here watching. You gotta be careful, this sniper might be watching. So we're having a bit of a stalemate situation here, as both teams have Uber, and it all comes down to how Fair Enough decides to engage this. Uber has been popped inside the house with a very wide camera angle lens. People dying left and right. Sniper battle on the side here. It doesn't go anywhere. ICQ falling back. We're into the Korean style sniper, which is the Darwin Danger Shield. Every single sniper in Korea uses this thing. He goes down eventually. He's got a problem here using Jarate. Very standard, very nice. Hits the Jarate, but doesn't hit this pirate in the butt, so unfortunately doesn't do anything. They recap the point, though, and they're putting pressure back on. They're going to be moving out through this upper area here. The heavy is up top. The medic is downstairs. They are clustering a little bit. Now they're scattering again. And the heavy for red team is currently on here. Anti, the guy from Fair Enough, standing on the side there. And look at this engagement from blue team. They have the classes up top, but it's not the classes they need. It's not the regular classes. Usually you have the Demo and the Soldier up top. But they have like a Sniper, Pyro, Spy. They're up top. All the rest of the classes like, ooh, stay on the ground. Don't like heights. I'm afraid of heights. And IZQ gets taken out by a pipe. So we got Steve, also a really, really good pyro. Like he and he's using the, no, he's not using the flare gun, but he's exceptional with the flare gun. He's really, really good with that thing. So we got some. This is of course the Platinum. I think these are one of the best teams, if not the best team. Crits here on the Demoman Unlimited. Does a lot of damage and switches over to the pyro, which unfortunately doesn't get the heavy. The medic Stabby is forced to retreat here with his crit screen, being fairly successful. They finally got Natty, and as long as they can build, they will have an Uber advantage. And here they go building. They catch out the Spy. The Spy lands a headshot with the Ambassador, but that doesn't really do anything because the Heavy has so much health. And a headshot, that thing only does 102. So with that, they are moving up slowly. They're contesting the yard. ICQ is going to be working with this. They're also doing the jumpy, crouchy thing that you don't really need to do. But a lot of snipers do that because it's like, I don't know. It's like when you open the door and then you tap the door twice, or like you have to switch the light off twice or something. I guess it's similar to that. Like, it's just something you don't need to do, but they do it anyway, and if they don't do it, they'll just start to feel bad, I guess. So we got the cross here. Oh! I don't think he saw the health pack removal. He's decloaking right behind. He didn't hear him. Gets the stab, and that is the problem with using comms, is that sometimes when people are talking, if they're yelling and stuff, you won't hear the Spy decloaking right behind you, so that was unfortunate there. Snipers that doesn't run the Razorback usually tends to develop super hearing from being stabbed so much by spies, because you hear the decloak sound and then you die, and when you hear like the the decloak sound and then you die like 10,000 times in a row, you start to be like, oh, right, turn around. Excellent. So we got Lynn here, the Pyro, moving up here, and neither team has kept any points at this point in time. Nice headshot there by From, taking him out. Gets a shot on the Engineer, doesn't take him out though, as ICQ here falling back. Still running the Darwin Danger State, so he can throw anything or help his team or anything, so he's opting to have more health, which is better than the Razorback, I can tell that. Still bad, but it's better than the Razorback. Nice headshot there on Steve. Gets taken out by IZQ here. Rage Warden here, putting pressure on this fat man and takes him out with a nice double kill there. And so many dead for blue right now, and Max Play actually pushing back out from the last point, so it's kind of like turntable, and they really got the momentum going. They have full Uber, and I really think they can take this. Alpine trying to do some sticky traps here. Oh, gets the Demo Man Unlimited. That is a nice pick they needed, and they also killed the medic somehow, some way. Who killed Stabby? That is a mystery we will never know unless you watch the kill feed, and because I missed it. So I'm just trying to see what's going on. Stabby here be like, yeah, well, lost momentum, I lost the crits. Because keep in mind, when you're not invulnerable when you use crits, but you just do more damage. So if they focus fire you down, you'll die. Especially in Highlander, using crits is pretty hard because you can just get focus fire down really quickly. So I guess in Highlander, it's like in any team sport, it's the best team that has the best focus fire together that wins. So we will see how this goes on. Natty here, building the Uber. Stabby will have crits up in a... Actually, right now, and he needs to go right now. Where is Stabby? Where is Stabby? He was here a second ago. There he is. They need. Why are they waiting? The longer you wait, the more time you give to the enemy team and have Uber. And now they have Uber. Now it's going to be crits versus Uber. And they really need to get a lucky crit sticky off that the medic doesn't see and make him drop. That is what they need to do. Where's the unlimited camera? Okay, screw that. Right here, the action happened off camera because that was bad by me. I thought he was on my left, but unfortunately they didn't really get anything. And now it looks like a bunch of red players are dead, and Spencer goes down. Spies all out, and now they're pushing back out here, capping this point, and so the sniper's in the will, jumping back to safety, and no, I'm falling back, and the medic is with them, and they have the heavy falling back to garage area, and the soldier coming, nice reflect there by Lynn, taking out Nislam with the rocket from his teammates. Like, yeah, how do you feel about that, huh? But actually the pyro just went because that's what the pyro sounds like. So Stabby still running the crits, being not very successful, and Natty running the regular medigun here, but IZQ here with the body shot on Arze takes down the engineer. This map is horrible for engineers because the spawn keeps changing, and he's like, I had to teleport, but now the spawn's elsewhere, so I have to move it. So usually, oh, we got E2. E2 is, of course, Spy Association, I think. They're asking for a pause. Now we're back after pause. TF2 on ice, everybody, and people opting not to take any shade as usual. Crits versus Uber. Who comes out on top? I don't know. Maybe the guy doesn't get compression, but ICQ goes down to a backstab from Dorados. We got Nislam here, the scouts, being very potent on this map. Unlike pillow maps, scouts can actually move around, and there's not a choke they constantly have to be at. Rage Warden here, holding the left side here, trying to get something done. Steve here, the hero pyro of the hour. Not able to go in there, because if he went in there, he would just be an ammo pack running towards them, waiting to die, so nice still backing off there. So the heavy is up top and is in a good spot here. It's easier to shoot down than shoot up, and finally teams have been stabilized. I guess both teams lost a player there or something. Crits popped, but the counter crits is just at any point in time to shoot them, and that is what they do. Unfortunately, the crits didn't really... Well, they lost the medic, but both teams' medics are dead, but Natty will be respawning first. So I guess Natty will have the Uber advantage there, as we're just watching Marcos trying to hold the garage all by himself. So we got Unlimited here. Being a bit of a lazy demo man, taking the teleporter, as you do. Got Natty here, finally moving out. Stabby just respawning. Is he running the crits? He is, yeah, running the crits still. I guess that's what they're comfortable with. That's what they're running. They're opting to kill them instead of out-survive them. Now they're forced to fall back for some reason. What is going on over here? Why did they fall back? Well, I guess it's just a generic falling back situation. Alright. Trying to see what they go through. Garage currently just a bunch of bombs on either side. It's like sticky bombs here and sticky bombs there. And they both detonate at the same time because they have a Demoman synergy. They are all connected through the minds of a drunken Scottish Demoman, I guess. Girardi's thrown and hits a bunch of them, but nobody's there to capitalize on this, and that's the downside from the Girardi. If nobody shoots the people you threw the P on, nothing happens. No problem with a headshot on Lin. And then Jump runs in here. Nice reflex here. It's like, yeah, I'm invulnerable, and I killed you with your own rocket. Yeah, how does that make you feel? Yeah, keep using that crits. We'll just kill you every time. So haven't been that effective with the crits. Maybe that one time when I got it, didn't get it on camera, they were effective, but you know, now the camera's on them, they didn't do it, so. Maybe performance anxiety, as we see that Max Play are recapping the point. Watching Beef here, building mini sentries, trying to do this map's horrible for Engineer. Whatever you build, it gets destroyed. It's a really sad situation here. ICQ here, a bit of slow reaction time to get problem. Neither of them hitting each other because they tried to kill each other as fast as possible instead of just making sure that he dies. So here's problem. He's gonna have a bit of a problem killing the other sniper. I don't know, here he is. Yeah, he sees the sniper and just body shot him to death. There's no need to skip. Just take your... The Engineer killed him. It's like, being nervous hurts your aim so much. You can see him twitching, he didn't really hit anything, because he was like, oh shit, I gotta shoot fast. Don't do that, take your time, chill. And jumping around doesn't lower your stress, it actually increases it, so you will miss more. So crits popped for some reason. Maybe he sneezed and hit right click. Problem with the headshot on Anti as it goes around a corner. Problem looking good. Here we go, Steve, Wonder Pyro. Taking a time to reload this shotgun here. It's gonna be moving up Stabby with only very little health. It's gonna be falling back, nobody to build Uber on. So we're gonna be seeing Max Play here. Going to be not attacking. They're not even poking. Do they have anyone up here? Well, they had a guy, but he's there, dead. And a pause. Not a pot. Okay, pause is over. That was fast. Right now, we are just waiting for Natty to get the Uber up and running, and then they will be attacking in with this, and I wonder where they would go. What is the best engagement? Stabby, of course, will have the crits, and they need to go now. And they are not going. Should have popped the crits there, and now the enemy has Uber, so it all comes down to this engagement. They pop crits, and the Doman dies to his own bomb, which is unfortunate. And they have the Uber, and just at any point in time, they could attack, and they are running in with the Demo Man first and the Heavy coming back. I like this play very much. Sniper backing up here, but unfortunately this Heavy goes down, a bit unnecessary by the medic there. And then he goes down to a bomb, so a bit of a sloppy execution there, spreading out too thin, and then losing a bunch of players, and there's just so many people alive for Beef right now.
The control point is being captured. Time has been added.
So let's see here. So here we go. Got Muslim on the scout doing that deer damage. Probably looking out. I think, did the scout see him? I don't think so. Backing up. The scout's like, oh god, there's a bunch of people over there. This is not something you want to run into alone. So here comes the engagement for Max Play. Come here, Max Play in the blue, making up. Crit's coming in here. It's going to be fairly successful. ICQ with the headshot on Natty, and their medic is alive, and that's what they needed. However, the Demo Man goes down as a Heavy up top here. He jumps down, and Marcos, sorry, Anti goes on to Marcos, and then the medic's like, yeah, free Uber charge, 25% Uber, getting himself a larger lead, because when you have a lead, increase your lead. He's going to be actually falling back to spawn. I want to be really safe to savor this Uber charge, and his Demo will be respawning just now, and he didn't heal him. I don't know. I'm loading on the left side. Demo Man jumping out here. Fisheye jumping out to the middle. Natty eventually healing somebody as well. So it looks like we have a bit of a downtime here. So since neither team has capped at this point, I think we should go over the rosters For the blue team, we got Nizlam on Scout. We got Derodos on Spy from E2. We got Natty on the Medic. We got a crits popped here on the Demo Man. What will it do? Well, they've gotten 0 kills with it so far. So a bit unlucky there. Got Andre on Engineer. That is on the blue team still. Fisheye on Soldier. Marcos on Heavy. Alpine on Demo Man. Steve the Pyro. And Problem, the problem-causing Sniper. And for the red team, we got a large piece of beef. It is going to be Beef Dr. Kaka on Engineer. We got Unlimited on Demo Man. As you see now, we got Stabby on Medic running the crits. We got Rage Warden from Vanilla TF2, streamer caster from Russia, I think. On Scout, we got Mr. Cross on Spy. IZQ on the Sniper. Veradux on Soldier. Anti-2 on Heavy, and of course Lin as the Pyro. As they're eventually going to be moving up here to the second point and capping that. And Max Play are going to go in and capture nothing. They tried to capture last, but didn't really work to have the Spy here, but he gets caught out by the Rage Warden. Nice work there. I guess the Rage Warden made him rage or something like that. Yes, so we have Problem here looking over. Barely misses the Engineer. He has full overheal though, so he's very comfortable. So he can afford to peek out. No, it throws a really nice Girardi there. Is anyone there to capitalize on it? No. Crits coming in here, gets one guy, gets Steve, and will get the Heavy. Heavy goes down, so they got 2 with that crits, but they lost their Medic in the process. But that's a nice trade, I guess, 1 Medic for 4 guys. But keep in mind, the enemy Medic, Natty, is alive, and he will be invulnerable. But then he died from courtesy of Veradux, the Soldier. Took him out. So we got Rage Warden moving up. Steve here, just respawning. Lagging a bit. Having a whopping 200 ping. Keep in mind, neither team has capped any point at this point in time. It's still 0-0. And how much time left? Yeah, 12 minutes left in the map total, but 9 minutes left in this round. So there we go. Trying to figure out where they are pushing from. There's a mini-center here, holding the front all by himself. Assisted by a Heavy and a Medic, hiding in the corner, don't want to get stabbed or anything. I was like, yeah, just clearing out everything. I saw Problem. Yeah, he's down there. If you go around a corner, you're dead. And then he goes out of the scope and the Heavy retreats. So nothing happens. They're still defending second. Charlie comes in, hits nothing. Neither team is really attacking at this point in time. They're just waiting for Ubers. Stabby has Uber and Natty has Uber as well. I think Stabby's still on the crits here. Some action going down here. Spy went down. Stabby's still on the crits, and it's going to be crits versus Uber. Here comes the Uber, and there's nothing they can do about it except try and compression blast. But Pyro goes down. Crits is popped, and Girardi on them, and the Scout's doing a lot of work here. And courtesy of Problem's Girardi, they kill everything with a nice little swoop there. And now they got the momentum going. Is there a sticky trap? Yes, there is. Are they going to go for it? Well, Steve takes care of that, spreading it out a bit. And then he blows up. 90 and the Heavy up top, of course. There's actually a teleporter below here, and this Heavy is not in a very good spot. The other Heavy is on top, but he didn't see him in time. But then he gets the flank grenade, takes him out. Sniper tries to get something done, but Heavy shoots, and when you get shot at, you flinch. It's very hard to do. This Heavy are taking a lot of rockets, then goes down. Surprisingly, in this round, we have not seen the Soldiers or the Demo Man take the crits. It's been every other class but them so far in this game. So a bit funny there. Usually when you see people play Granary, they are all over the place. The jumping classes, that is. So Uberpot for Natty. Stabby is going to have crits any second now. There he is. Blowing up with his Heavy. I really want to have the Heavy and the Demo Man to swap the crits between those two, but he has a Sniper. I guess he has to make do with what you have. Okay, here comes crits on a Heavy alone. Gets the Demo Man, but keep in mind you're weak. Here is Girardi. Nice throw there, forcing the retreat. Only getting 1 kill with that crits. Crits start trying to do something. This is Engineer, dude, and Ansray being a total baller. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna put a level 3 on the middle of the point. Yeah, good luck capturing this. That's what I like. Surprise level 3 sentry. There's nothing they can really do about it except retreat. So nice engineer work there. It also acts as a spotter, because if anyone comes around, you know that wherever the sentry is aiming, there's generally some people. They're contesting the middle right now. Max play looking pretty strong right now, and large piece of beef. Trying to retreat once again. So it's been pretty back and forth this round. Natty here with this Uber. Finally, Heavy and Demo are together, and let's see what they can make with this charge here. The Pyro is with them as well. Steve, the Wonder Pyro, moving up with the rest of his team. Got to be careful not to get stabbed or something like that. Stabbed or headshot. They waited quite a while for this. The crits has been popped for a red team, and they're coming from behind. Nice flash though, getting the Pyro as he is airborne, and they're going to be moving forward here very slowly. But surely, putting some capture time on that point. I think most of the red team are actually behind him. Nice stab there from the Spy, taking on Spy. A little bit spy on Spy, Spyception there. As they don't get the point, unfortunately, but they're going to be poking it. There's a lot of time on it. And they will be looking to moving forward any time soon. There we go, putting some more time on that point. Finally getting the point, getting the forward spawns that they need, and now they just need to hold this heavy on heavy action. Nice Durati by Problem, once again showing you that Durati is really, really good when the enemies are clustered together. Nice Dark Pipe Hit 2 on that Sniper, leaving out only 45 health. So keep in mind, if he didn't have that Darwin Danger Shield, he would have been dead. But then Rage Warden comes and kills him, and Problem seals the nail in the coffin, kills Stabby with a headshot. Looking pretty fun. Generic insult about food shop owners going down. Looking on the side here, and they have full Uber, so if they at just any point in time just decided to attack, they could, if they so desired, just whenever they felt like it, because there's actually nothing here. But now they waited long enough to allow the enemy team to respawn. I'm not sure why they decided to do that. Most of the red team were dead anyway, but now they're going to move up, and there's nothing really to do you can do to stop this. Uber popped on the Heavy. He goes flying around. Medic should be Uber sawing on the point. There's a level 2 behind the point, and they put time on the point, and they cap it. And finally, one team captures a point. So Max Play takes it up 1-0 with currently 7 minutes left in this half. I think. So Alpine 47 moving out with this very festive out of season Sticky Bomb launcher. Shoot some stickies here and there. Oh, taking out a 5 health. Lands on the health pack. Saves him from that fall damage if he took that. We got Marcos on top here. And finally, a soldier's like, hey, if I stand in a crate, that's pretty good, right? But he has 3 health, so he's going to be forced to fall back, and then he gets taken out by a rocket by the other soldier. Big firefight going on here. Anti-down for the count, and then the other Heavy is dead. A bunch of guys dead for both teams. However, Natty is still alive, and that means they will have infinite heals here. Sniper comes up though. Oh, he sees the medic gets taken out by Alpine. ICQ dead. And Blue came out on top of that one, so nice work by Max Play. Nice little engagement there on the middle point. Nice, they're capping the point, and they're going to be moving up still. Problem takes out Unlimited. Then he continues to move up. Gets the engineer. So we got Andre, engineer time, hero mode. Moving up, it's going to be building a level 1 here. It's going to be a nice little temporary forward position here. Rockets going down, takes out some damage. I like this, that they spam and just do some damage. Like it forces them to retreat, like the Heavy is like, oh, I don't want to attack there, I just want to look. The other Heavy, they're attacking, currently contesting in the yard here, and there is a sticky trap on this door, so they need to be careful. And the sniper was not careful, and he died. He went flying. So, but that means whenever I do that, I pretend it's intentional. I'll be like, "Yeah, clear. No more sticky traps here. I cleared it." Did you die? That's not important. The important part is that sticky bomb's gone. So they count the point here. Max Play pushing forward. Counter Uber. Finally, Stabby realizing that the crits isn't really working for them, and finally pushing back, but by being invulnerable. And the Heavy's like, dude, we left the sandwich. Left the sandwich here. And then Limited comes and picks it up. And Rage Warden. Raiding, I guess? He has it in his name, so he's allowed to be angry, I guess. We got Problem. Throwing to Girardi, hitting the soldier, actually. So, one is better than nothing when the soldier jumps in the front, and He's a baller. He's like, I don't care to take more damage. I'll just jump in the front and kill him. Yeah. I like this determination. I like this aggressiveness. Problem here, looking through here. So if anyone peeks through this, they're going to be dying, but then he moves. So we have a bit of an engagement here in the corridor. Uber popped for blue team. The spy's like, I can't really stab. And then the Froben's like, yeah, well, you can't stab if you're dead either. Takes him out with a headshot. Counter Uber popped here. However, Natty Zuber is over first, so they will keep building. So it all comes down to who builds here. It's only a couple of percentages distinguishing the medics. So right now they will be pretty even as long as both medics keeps Ubering. And Stabby here, is he running? He's running the Uber saw. So why he could have gone for the Uber saw on the spy and gotten 25% Uber, and he would have been in the lead. But thanks to being a bit passive and I guess not an aggressive medic that loves killing spies, it didn't work out in his favor, which is unfortunate. As a medic, you should love spies. They're basically free Uber. Even with the ambassador, they can't really kill you, especially in that situation like that. Because if you die, you die. You know, die fighting instead of die retreating. And problem here, in a really good spot. Oh, or he was in a good spot until he was forced to retreat. So right now, all teammates for all teams are alive at this point in time. We got IZQ, sniper moving up here to access the problem here, looking. Finally hits a shot, but I think he was invulnerable, so he was invincible if you can kill him. So he is really a bit out of position here, so low on health. He seems uncertain on what he wants to do. He's got Rage Warden here, he's going to join in and not throw the milk here. Milk is throwing Mr. Crosser on the side. Oh, it runs into the NG. The NG knows he's there. He's been called out. He has lost his element of surprise and he's being forced to retreat. Nice work there. Because if you don't have the element of surprise, you won't really be able to do anything. And the medic falls back. They have their heavy on top of this area, but he gets taken out as well. Soldier bombing in. Fish Eye takes out Unlimited. No more Demo Man or Sticky Trust for Red Team for a little bit. Soldier up top, though, can do some damage here. Just should take your time, reload the 4 rockets, and then just stay, but he opts to give back the situation. But I think he will be jumping back in. Yep, there he is. Got some health. Now he's back in action. A bit unlucky here with the hit on the medic. He could have forced it. The medic has 100% Uber. Here is the Uber popped on a single soldier. And yeah, here is Steve. Yeah, so absolutely going to deny this. The soldier is on the crate. And oh, he's going for the bomb. He's going for the bomb. And the medic he forces the Uber as well. So both teams kind of forced at the moment. Looks like blue team is better off in this position right here as the scout takes down the heavy. Nice work here. Froblin takes down Dr. Kaka. No more engineer for Beef for a little while as Max Play just keeps on pushing forward. They have the middle point. They got the momentum going. Both medics still alive and fairly even in Uber too. So it all comes down to how Max Play engages this. If they can get the right picks. And currently there's so many dead just respawning for a red team. So they really could just, at any point in time they wanted, just push a little harder and maybe gotten this point, but now it's too late. They're currently just gathering here. I guess they're waiting for Ubers, but I love this. We don't see this enough, and that is soldiers and Demoman just opening the door, not really committing to attack, just doing some damage, and because of doing that, actually getting the sentry. Even though it was only level 1, but he will get this dispenser too. The dispenser is an awful spot. The soldier went down, but he did some poking. Here he is. The counter Uber popped here and forces to pop on the other team as well. And they're like, well, we popped last. We should be coming out up top on this one in this engagement. So let's see here. Demoman is in the front. Takes both heavy still alive here. And all comes down to this engagement. Heavy on heavy action. They also have the Demoman. So pretty mirrored at this point. Who comes out on top here? And it looks like it's a stalemate. They pretty much couldn't do anything. The spy's on the here, but he's dead ringing, so he was disguising as friendly. And they're putting time on this point here. Nice Girardi here as the engineer went all hero mode here. And Azray, I think he didn't get anyone, but it certainly helped. Max Play here pushing onto the last point. And Froblin with a headshot on Warden, the scout. Not going to be feeling too good about that as Steve is on the point. He's going to compression blast everybody off the point here. Doing fairly well, and Steve captures the round and takes it up 2-0. People calling GG and good round as we continue on to the next one. So let's see who comes out on top of this one. ACQ looking here. Oh, hits the Demo Man. And then it goes, and Demo Man goes down. Gets problem. And Huron's on top here. Currently sniper advantage for the team, but you know, you can't really do that much as a sniper unless you have people, you know, distracting, similar to a spy. I'm not sure what they are doing. Oh yeah, the run is over. And we are back with the second half and with audio this time. We're going to be watching the Alpine cam as he runs out to the middle point. Just a second. You want to have multi-core rendering enabled when you stream this stuff. Yeah, there you go, yeah. So there we go. Alpine being in the middle point, opting not to take the high ground as the scout are up and he's being pressured. Running the lock and load, which is an interesting choice there, pretending to being a bit soldier-esque. Heavy is up top, using his anti-aircraft gun, taking on the anti-aircraft, which is of course the soldier, and already we can see that Max Blade really coming out on top of this one. Doing fairly well. I'm just capping the point here, so they're going to be moving up here, and what defense does Red have? Do Beef have anything? Well, they have a mini sentry, but they don't have anymore because the medic killed it. That's got to be insulting. It's like, what happened? A medic killed it? Isn't that the guy who heals? Yes. So Alpine here getting the Uber from the medic as they're pushing in, jumping across. Oh, nice cluster together here. Doing some damage. They're really taking down most of those classes fairly well. ICQ with a nice headshot on the demo man. Hansrate gets taken out. ICQ being a bit out of position here as he sees the scout and misses. Of course, ICQ having some technical difficulties in the break because his computer isn't very good, I've heard. But he shoots a scout that's standing completely still, and that is something you should never do. As a scout, your main attribute is moving, so you should be moving most of the time. Of course, you could stand still. That is a liable strategy as well, but this is going to be pretty tough for Beef to push out of. So heavy on heavy action forces the Uber, and that's going to not trigger an Uber because this mid-sentry is in the way. Amazing. How I can't get past. How did the fat man get past and not me? And the heavy's like, well, maybe you're fatter than you think, Medic. Maybe I'm not so fat. And they get a nearly complete wipe there on Max Plane. They're going to be moving out to the middle point, and they definitely got the momentum going. They have the medic alive. They have a lot of Uber advantage. They are watching the drop. Is anyone up here? Nope. Nothing there. Well, is there? No, there's actually nothing there. Just checking. Natty.
Time has been added.
And then he decides to move. So we got Dr. Kaka, 6KA. Reloading. Lin. Moving up. Hentai. Everybody moving up. Then went lock and load. Nice lock and load hits there. Oh! Gets caught in Girardi. Nice Girardi here by IZQ. Opting to go for that Girardi instead of that extra health. Which I agree on. Girardi or SMG just as good. So we got Stabby moving in here. And switching the Uber around, doing some nice flashes here, making sure that everybody stays alive. However, the demo man is a little over eager, but there's actually not a lot of stuff here, so I guess he will be fine for now. Both demo man still alive for both teams right now as Heavy comes through this other side here. Here comes Anti. Well, the thing's gonna try again. Okay, here he comes, doing some nice damage here. Gonna be moving forward. Doesn't see the sniper and doesn't really want to contest this as Natty has full Uber. And are they going to push out on this, or are they going to wait? Because the longer they wait, they're going to give the advantage to Stabby and his team, because they don't currently have an Uber charge at the moment. They're just building as fast as he can, giving the players he has available. And unlimited, they're just spamming. I like this because spamming restricts spaces, so they can't really move through here. And this Heavy is Marcos is going to be peeking through here. Uber finally popped on the Heavy. He goes in. But unfortunately, there's a pyro there, compression blasting him. And the counter to a compression blast pyro is another pyro. Not really, because you just end up with what you had originally. So we're seeing Natty doing a bunch of healing action. The engineer doing a bit of a spy chase. Oh! And the spy actually gets IZQ.
The control point is being contested.
And then the sniper's like, yeah, maybe I should use the Razorback. Yeah. No. So right now Natty has a bit of an Uber lead. I mean, they popped first and they survived, so they came out on top of that one. Finally recapping the point here as Max Play is Slowly moving out here. Beef is going to be moving up. They have an Uber. They're currently covered in milk. They keep in mind milk goes away really fast if the medic is healing the person. It's like 2 seconds of heal and the milk is gone. So now comes to the snipers on the roof. I like this position, but I don't like the position when a scout's on you and that forces you to go down. And some way, somehow, the sniper dies. Doesn't really survive. And I like this Uber. They're showing that they're really agile. It's like, well, we didn't have a heavy. I guess we just went with a pyro Steve. Uber saw's there. One Uber saw. Well, he got 25% Uber. You should really get out of there. Oh, you're really low. No, you're not. I think he picked up a sandwich. Or maybe he had a lot of health the entire time. So you got Dorardo. Dairodo. This guy seems up. What's this sniper? Oh, soldier saw him. 10 health. He survived that. Amazing spy dodging skills there. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to help you with this final shot on the soldier. And then Veridux comes up behind him and just shoots him in the back. He's like, yeah, it doesn't feel that good when I do that to you, does it? No. Problem with a nice headshot on Anti. Taking him out. No problem, is what he said. Probably. ICQ moving back out. Stabby with his 40% Uber versus Natty's 100% Uber. So if they just decided at any point in time to attack, they could. Because they have Uber, they have their classes. There's actually nothing here. So a bit over cautious there. Moving in, let's see the sticky trap. And eventually he's starting to do something about it. But then when didn't hear the shutter go up or down, so that's when he usually detonates. The heavy is going to go and shoot the bombs. And because they stalled so long, they allowed the other team to have Uber, and now they are in a bit of a bad position. So once again, being passive didn't really pay off for them when they were attacking, as Stabby just were pretty comfortable holding back on the far side of the second point there. So we got Beef building stuff again. Nizlum tries to get something done to this engineer. Finally takes him out though, and gonna be pistoling down the medic, doing the maximum amount of damage he can. Medic is really low. This demo man gets taken out by Lynn. Alpine is dead, and they capture the middle point somehow with the scout, and they're gonna be moving up. Might try to go for some kind of backup here on the scouts. Like, oh, I hate dispensers, even though I need them here and there. So we got Steve moving up with the rest of his team. Yes, so finally the attacking team is now the defending team is now the attacking team. So we're going through to see what is going on here. Rage Warden runs through this side. Throws the milk, doesn't really do anything. It's just an... Yeah. Then he gets the pyro, Steve, he's running up top. And he's gonna go and pressure the soldier. Nice headshot there by Problem, taking down Anti once again. Uber popped here on the demo man, doing a lot of damage here. Roller doesn't get the medic. The medic has actually full health, so he's absolutely fine. Marcos there, running back out. They're looking to recapture this as fast as possible. Don't want to have any backcaps going on. Are there any backcaps? Well, the spy he tried, but there's a bunch of guys here, so that backcap ain't happening. Not with that level 3. Up and running. So we got Anti here. He has to be careful not to get sniped anymore, so he's using the Fist of Steel, and he's going to be forced to retreat here, even with this medic. And Problem gets taken out by the scout cage from behind. Nothing you can really do about that. It's a die. So Anti a bit low on health there. He's going to be falling back as they... Max Play is going to be chasing them, so be forced to retreat here. So there we go. Problem in position. Still holding the point though. Are both demo men running? Okay, he's running the lock and load. I don't think the other demo man is running the lock and load. Let's see, where is he? He is unlimited. No, he's not running the lock and load. He's just running the sticky launcher. That's strange, and he has a bunch of kills on it. Yeah. We have, this sentry is probably going to be a surprise sentry, I guess. I really like this engineer, our Ansdre. Then he's being really patient too. And then he decides to move it at the worst possible time. The scout comes out here and he gets taken out, but the sentry survives. And scouts aren't very good against sentries, but let's see if the scout's able to do anything with this. Nope, he decides to, no wait, screw that sentry. Gonna go around the back, throw Girardi, Rage Warden here. Running back and forth. Uber has been popped for Natty. Turn down the other team of the other side here. Not a lot of players here. Currently, red team is holding out in this behind the garage. There's currently 19 minutes left in this half. It's very stalemate at this point. Since the Alpine here going to be taken out. Problem towards Girardi. Steve here with the shotgun. IZQ with the complete miss on the heavy. Not taking the time needed to aim properly and make sure your hit connects. So at this point in time, most of blue players are dead. They have an Uber. They have most of their power classes alive, so we will be seeing a beef here. Moving up. Yeah, Uber popped. Counter Uber popped as well, but it looks like they will be ending the Uber at the exact same time. There you go. Stabby only like half a second faster. So a bunch of stickies go down here, forced to retreat again, and Spy there miss across with a nice backstab on Marcos, taking him out. And finally they're going to be attacking again. Anti here going first, usually being the cannon fodder for the sniper. Where is Problem? I sense that he will get the kill on him fairly soon. But Problem is dead, so he can't kill anyone when he's dead. He actually got taken out by something. We got Steve defending last year with his pyro buddies attached to his chest. So keep moving up Stabby also with he has a full Uber right now, so at any point in time they could push out if they so desired, because there's actually nothing here. Except that all the action is happening here because they're actually pushing, and I'm an idiot for missing them. Yes. So finally, it looks like Beef will be capping, and yes, they capped it. Finally, taking it up 2-1, I think, at this point in time. So let's watch the unlimited cam. Yeah, there he is. Let's watch his rollout to middle. So he jumps and flies like an eagle. Finally reaching middle. It's going to be grabbing this health kit as fast as possible. Both of them was reaching mid about the same time, and then comes the scout. One scout is above, one scout is below. And then the scout gives up his height advantage. The heavy is already there. Comes the soldier bombing in though, and a nice engagement here from Max Play in the blue. They're doing fairly well here. They have the forward position. They have taken the high ground, but nice backside there by Mr. Cross, taking down Natty. So Stabby is alive though, but they lost their demo man, and the heavy jumps down. Oh, and Girardi plus heavy equals you're really dead, Anti. But Stabby is still alive, and he eats and takes a couple of rockets. Where is Stabby? They're actually falling back to the second point. So very nice engagement there by Max Play, pushing forward and doing what they did. Nice teamwork. So you got Gyarados. He hasn't been that successful this round, not from what I've seen. See, the team positioning is pretty different too. He's going to be shooting a couple of times before retreating. So you got Alpine using the lock and load, which of course reloads outside the barrel because that's what he does. He's drunk, keep in mind. Uber for Stabby, gonna be moving in here. Gotta be careful not to get stabbed or shot or blown to bits. No sticky trap, no nothing. Come on in, coming in, yes! Uber is popped here on the heavy. They're just doing this as a positional Uber to get a forward position here to take up the mean little dispenser and get the medic, and this other heavy's days are numbered. So a bit of a cat and mouse position here as the blue heavy is eventually going to go down, and there's just so many dead for red right now. Only one up, and that is Lin. Where is Lin? Lin is falling back to the second point, and there's a scout there. And if the scout just shot him once with the shotgun, he'd kill him. Yeah, so now they got the point. Max Play moving up. Nice quick scope there by Farland, taking out the demo as he walked in the door. That is really nice. It's really nice to shoot people when they come running straight at you. It doesn't require you just point at their head, and then they just keep getting bigger when they run towards you. So essentially, the target is getting bigger when they run straightly towards you. It's good. ICQ watching the left-hand door, and he's going to peek through. Nice little flank there. Gets the scout of everything. Wow. That was pretty good. The scout, though, not the biggest of picks in this matchup. And now Fisheye is going to be building Uber. They will have Uber pretty quickly as he's building Uber as fast as he needs, which is very nice. He only builds when he is about to have full health. It's going to see him build. Okay, they have Uber now, so at any point in time they could go. They really need to go because Stabby does not have Uber, but if you wait, he will. And ICQ goes down. No more sniper, and if now just any point in time, just any any advantage that they have is now gone. And now they're like, yeah, let's attack when the enemy team has Uber. Yeah, okay, well that's an interesting strategy. However, they have a really good engagement here. They have their positioning is really good, and the red Uber is almost over, and the heavy is still alive, turning out so much damage. But there is a level 3 behind the point there, so if you jump down, you're gonna die. I mean, Sentry is still alive, a really sneaky level 3, but you know, if they just stack the point, they will cap it. Medic jumps on it, and Max Play takes it up 3-1, I think? Yeah, something like that. So we're seeing that's pretty common in Highlander games where players tend to just wait a lot longer than they can. That's because they don't have a proper read on how much Uber the enemy medic has. Which is something that comes over time, especially as a medic. You have to like do a lot of timing-based stuff, and it's pretty difficult. But that's why sometimes we cast them too, you know, to realize that, you know, if it doesn't look like they have anything, they most likely don't have anything. So problem here, watching here, takes IZQ as he jumps, and jumps himself because they do that. And shoots the engineer in the head, doesn't get any registration whatsoever. The game is like, nope, you had enough shots for now. Just gonna disable that for you for a little while, and then he gets taken out by Warden, who is gonna grab a health kit, and he is gonna be not working on the flanks. He seems to be very uncertain. He is really not sure what he wants to do, but he's gonna be healing himself up with that man milk, and then taking the time to reload, taking out the spy, and he's gonna be pressuring this heavy. Gets him as well. Nice work here by Warden. And then it's like, well, if I just run around with no plan, eventually I'll kill people. So now they're going to be reverting the capture, and the medic is alive. They will have an Uber advantage as long as he stays alive. And Mr. Cross and Steve, two mortal enemies, as Problem is in a really nice little sneaky spot here. He's watching over this area. I can see the dot on the wall. He's literally just waiting for them, being patient. Oh! Then he sees the medic. Doesn't hit the target. Throws Girardi. Your cover has been blown, but he gets the medic in Girardi. That is a nice work there. Gets sniped, but you know, it was like 4 versus 1, like 5 versus 1 in total. So nice work there by Problem. I really like that play, sneaky. You know, I think if he didn't fire and he just waited a little longer, the medic would actually just walk into his crosshair, and all I had to do was pull the trigger. But you never know that. So, but generally, very nice play there. Oh, dude, IZQ's in a really good spot to get the engineer, but instead he has Problem in his blind spot, and he like, well, I don't want to kill the sniper, I want to kill the medic. He's working on the medic, and then unfortunately doesn't get anything done. As a bunch of red players are just dying right now. The engineer has the dispenser up, and that is so nice. I love the engineer, even though this map is horrible for engineer. He finally always has some building up to help with healings and stuff like that. But here comes the Uber, and this dispenser's like, yeah, I can't do anything with this. Oh, he's gonna get destroyed. Take my medal. I'm ammo if you kill me. Actually, everything in this game is ammo if you kill it, I guess. Except the sandwich. That's all. So we're seeing another engagement here. Unlimited coming in. In a good position here to do some nice sticky jump, sticky bombs. Sticky jump is the one that doesn't hurt you. And they had a bit of a time here. They have an Uber, and instead of waiting around for the other team to have an Uber, they're actually just going to go in when they have the Uber, which is an excellent choice here. They are invulnerable, and looks like they will be capping this point. No problem. Fun fact, if they stacked the point, they would have gotten it. So, a bit of a sloppy last-minute execution there. That's like holding the ball, you're juggling it. And right before you reach like 1,000, you like drop all of them because you add another one. You try to be fancy, so very unlucky there. Muslim here pressuring the other heavy and gets him because he picks up a health pack and he is fine. Anti goes down. Problem shoots the engineer in the shoulder. He goes down as well. So no more engineer for red team. It doesn't really matter. He's going to be up in 8 seconds, and their spawns are fairly close. And ICQ watching in the back here. And oh, the scout's going to not get this medic, but he's going to leave him at a really low health. So he is going to be forced to get this health back and stop his Uber building for a little while. And now Natty has a slight Uber advantage, but we had seen Max play not take advantage of the small Uber leads they have. They don't seem to have a very good read on how much Uber the enemy team has. While as Beef has definitely got a lot better read on how much Uber. I think they know that they have Uber at this point in time, and they're like, yeah, we have Uber, we gotta go now. But then they don't, because they're at last and they're pushing. It's very hard to push out from last, so they want to be more safe. Because you can do that on defense, but on offense you kind of have to go when you have the Ubers. So let's see here what kind of engagement they choose to go. Soldier comes and tries to get rocket jump out with the heavies. The bullets just push him back, and there's nothing you can really do about it. Soldier goes flying and lands dead. Just lays there on the side as IZQ is on the side. Soldier jumps around here. He's going to be opening the door. Heavy comes. Uber versus Uber. It's two invulnerable heavies, and they're like, well, this is awkward. Yeah, okay. Like, yeah, you're going to fall back? I'm like, yeah, we're going to fall back too. So we have the defense is still holding. Natty with a slight Uber advantage, but it's not enough to push out of this unless they wipe the entire red team. So let's see. There's currently 8 minutes left on the clock of this match. So we will see how this goes. Heavy's dead, laying there. Marcos laying around unlimited. We've seen surprisingly little. The problem here with the headshot on the engineer, and now a bunch of red players are dead. So now could be the time they're pushing out, and that is what they're doing. This dispenser's now level 3. He's like, I'll try to defend again. Oh, I died. That is Drew, the dispenser. He tries to defend, but he can't do anything because he's a dispenser. And Scout here pressuring, jumping around and being fairly annoying and narrowly surviving that. Heavy on heavy action. One has little health and the other is dead. Uber popped here on Stabby on Unlimited. There's actually not a lot of stuff here. You need 3 stickies to kill a non-wrangled one. And they're like, yeah, well, we're just going to stand on it because you wrangled it and it doesn't shoot when it doesn't wrangle. Another point for Beef. Keep in mind that they are not in the lead. They're in the lead in this half. So we will see what happens. Fisheye here using the whip, which is very nice. Makes people run faster for a short period of time. Given that you don't have any melee weapon that does that much damage. So once again, we're going to see how this engagement goes. We have Marcos on top of the crates here, the soldier as well. Fisheye is forced to fall back, so gets killed by a roller from Unlimited. Nice demo spam there, denying that area. And the red soldier actually going Liberty launchers. I guess he wants to just do some damage faster. Nice stab there by Dorados, taking out the heavy, and ICQ out of position here and barely survives with a merely 15 health as Max Play came out on top of this middle engagement. Very nice work there, and they're pushing forward, they're poking. I like this, just putting on constant aggression on their team, not allowing them to do anything. And some nice sticky bombs going down, not really hitting anything, but it's like saying, like, hey, you're here, we're here, if you come any closer, you're dead. So there's a mini sentry here, and that's going to work as a spotter if the engineer wasn't around. And they're actually going to be like, yeah, well, they're all on the left. Isaac here with a headshot on Problem, takes him out, doing the jumpy action, because... And... yeah, Stabby here with the full Uber. It's going to be Uber versus Uber. Oh no, Stabby's lagging! No! He lagged and he got taken out! Oh, this is terrible! Oh, Stabby! Stabby, punish your computer, man. Or your internet, or whatever he was. Oh, that is not good. You can just see he's standing there, he's not moving, and that might just cost them the round. And, yeah. Stabby, man. Your computer. Oh, man. I just feel sorry for Stabby, man. So yeah, I got this Uber. We can pop it at any point in time. And these computers are like, nope. Unlimited here, watching the unlimited camera as he moves in, gets pressured by the scout here. Rage Warden comes in, but they lose their demo man. So both Rage Warden and Unlimited dead for Beef right now. Not losing their demo man this early, it's gonna hurt, and they lose their heavy as well. Max Play is just turning up Super Saiyan right now. They're just pumping out their power level and just killing everything. They haven't lost a single player, and their medic is still alive. They're gonna have Uber right now, in fact, and they're just going for it. They're not gonna wait around. And the heaviest can be like, yeah, I'm right behind you guys, and just go. I will catch up with you. Here is the Uber pop. The heavy is flashed. The medic goes flying, and it actually helped the medic Uber the demo man. So those sticky is really not working out in the way you wanted. Heavy is already spawned up. A counter Uber is popped on the heavy, but they get the heavy. But I don't think this will. People are just flying everywhere. It's like Superman. This Wrangled Sentry is a hero of the hour, and then the engineer gets taken out, and some way, somehow, Beef pulls it together. So we got problem here. Gonna be working on this engineer. So that's a rhyme. Gets the headshot, does the jumpy stuff, and then he falls back. And even if you jump, it doesn't save you because ICQ just shot you in the head while we were jumping and pressing control. So it doesn't save you at all, really. And then ICQ with another headshot on Muslim as he basically just scopes, and the scout just happens to be where his crosshair were, and all he did was pull the trigger. So essential of having a sticky trap as a demo man and just having people walk on it. All I have to do is right click and they die. So like press right click to die, to dead. And they have the Uber. They still have the point here, and Max Play is going to be moving forward here. Natty has that Uber. You got to be careful, man. Heavy Uber popped. Blue team doesn't. Red team does not have Uber. Heavy goes down. Pyro is compression blasting. They're trying to save their medic. His medic, 65 health is really weak. He's on fire, and then down he goes, courtesy of Dorados, and he's ambassador. Focus firing him down, and Natty is still alive, so that means they have infinite health as long as the medic doesn't die. I would have loved to seen an Uber saw on that engineer, though. That would have been so awesome, but then Natty goes down. Dorados here in a really, really good spot here, and he saps the teleporter and makes sure everybody knows he's a spy. And then he's going to be working away on ICQ here, and Unlimited will have none of that. Actually dominating the spy. So we got Viradux. Moving out with this reserve shooter. Currently 2 minutes left. Max Play currently has 2 more points. So I think they're just gonna go ultra defensive mode and just wait this one out because there's 2 minutes left, and there is absolutely no way that Beef can win in a short period of time because they are 2 points short. So yeah, it's currently GG at this point. Max Play has won. Beef has not won, because that is the opposite of winning. So well played by Max Play there. Very nice play. Nice play by everyone, actually. Really good. That's been a nice and a log and a good match. People are starting to call it GG. Rage Warden, not raging, just saying it was fun. Everybody is thrown, and there's currently just 1 minute and 30 seconds, so we're just waiting for the time to run out here. So let's watch Rage Warden as he runs out with his milk. Check out his YouTube. I think he's Russian. So if you're Russian and you want to watch that, you can. But is Max Play satisfied with just winning on this? If they win this, they win everything, and they don't have to wait for the time. So maybe like, yeah, we're not gonna wait for the time. We're just gonna win. So we have Fisheye here doing some damage, but gets taken out by the heavy. Got the engineer, Dr. Kaka, who keeps getting headshot. And now nearly every single player of Max Play is dead.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
So they're still trying to put on some capture time here. They can't win. There's 50 seconds left, so it's currently GG at this point. So that is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Max Play winning it 4-2 for a long match. So if you have any games you want me to cast, either from UGC or ETF2, you can send those to highgpstf2@gmail.com. Or you can just submit it to the UGC League. I know all team leaders have been informed that there's a way you can submit it to the UGC League, and I will just cast it through there. try to include as much information as possible, such as starting tickets, a lot of pauses, what to look out for, and stuff like that. And thank you for watching, and this has been GG. 1 second. There you go!
Stalemate.
You stalemate! Boo! Max Play wins!